welcome back to MNUFC TV. I'm going to get into the instant match reaction to Minnesota United 5, San Jose Earthquakes 2. We started off really good. We started with four in the back, um, two midfielders essentially, and then in central midfielders and Jan and Ozzy, and then kind of left and right midfielders in Finley and Lod, who also kind of were getting forward a bit. Just kind of give us some width with Amarilla up top with Molino and at Cam. So we started our formation-wise, and I'm sure you can guess the back four, and Ike, Boxall, Gasper, and Montier with Miller in the back. But started with a awesome set piece goal from a corner, with Ike just slamming one in with the big chrome dome of his, just boom, super hard, super fast, beat everyone into it. The goalkeeper for San Jose kind of had a nightmare all night. Had a couple good saves. Some weren't his fault, some of the goals, but he seemed to be almost see-through, which I'm not going to complain about. But Jan got the assist on the first goal, as Jan usually does take most of our corners. But one thing after we score early, we got to stop doing is giving away stupid penalties. And Gasper gives away a really dumb borderline. It looked like the San Jose player was kind of going down, but I can see why the penalty was given. Definitely was a bad challenge by Gasper, and I'm going to have to say it probably was a penalty. A little bit soft, potentially, but can't leave your leg out there like Gasper did, and Eriksson buried it like he does. But then really short after that, about 10 minutes later, we get a nice corner, and or not a corner, we get a breakaway, and Amarilla's just streaking down, making a good run into the box, and Jan puts a ball in, and it's just a beautiful flick-on header into the net, net, and go up 2-1. In the around the 26th minute. So at that point, we're cruising, and after that we score again. Amarilla gets another goal with a great pass from Molino. Jan gets a goal. Not the first goal was that was the goal. The first goal, the Amarilla goal. The second goal was actually the third goal, and the second goal was actually a goal by Jan, which was a banger. Got the two mixed up, but the assist was from Amarilla. So the second goal was a banger by Jan, and the third goal was that goal by Amarilla with the assist from Molino. And that's just shortly after the 30th minute. But a real good goal, and we're cruising at that point. But right after that, Molino seemed to come up a bit injured and asked to get subbed, and then it took a little bit, but Hassani Dotson came in for Molino, and we kind of just switched it up and had Hassani drop back into the midfield with Amarilla playing striker with Ludd and Finley, giving some width and dropping back, but Amarilla seemed a bit isolated at times, which was probably part of the game plan, as Ludd and Finley helped out quite a bit, and Amarilla was getting involved in the play quite a bit, so it seemed to work. But we end up getting a penalty at the end off a corner, and Ike is taken down, and he was complaining about a lot this last year, so it was nice to see him get a penalty where he's tackled in the box and they actually call it. And Amarilla steps up to take it, and he unfortunately it wasn't the best penalty. A pretty good range to height to get a save on. But Ludd has great instincts and gets into the box and saves, or gets the rebound for a shot and scores. And we are 4-1 at halftime. At that point, we're cruising. really, really good first half performance. And then they decided to make some subs with Lima coming off. Um, they took off their striker and brought on, or one of their forwards and brought on a 16-year-old. And it seemed to work. They had a little bit of momentum, and they score a goal, which I thought Miller probably should have done better at. It wasn't directed or deflected or anything. It just he kind of didn't see it through the traffic, and it was shot to the right, and he moves to his or is shot to his left, and he moves to his right. So unfortunate that Miller can't come up with that save. Um, and then after that, they make a sub and bring on Chris Wondolowski. And really, after that, they really didn't get too many chances, high quality. They had a little bit of ball, but we still had a couple good counters. And we actually end up, Emerald gets a yellow card, but we end up scoring on another corner from Ike, who was just a beast in that box all night, with Jan having another assist. But Ike was getting his head to anything, and Boxall at the end almost got another one. So we were beating them a lot in the air, it seemed to like. But in the 81st minute, Schoenfield comes on for Amarillo, and Amarillo put on a great shift tonight. Another goal down off that tally of trying to get 25 goals. It's unfortunate the penalty doesn't get in, but it's nice to see Lloyd get off the mark. And Schoenfield's a really good striker, I think, to come out and close some of these games when we need to. Just really question how Toy is going to really fit into this, and it'll be interesting how he tries to get Toy some minutes, as well as use players like Schoenfield to close out games that we need. Edwards also got his first bit of play time since moving from, like I said the other day, last week, Chicago, in a trade from Chicago. Actually had to follow his first bit of action in the game, but seemed to settle down the last couple minutes. Hard to judge him on his play right there, but nice to see a little bit of new face coming off the bench. But a really, really good win. I'm going to close out the instant match reaction like that, but great, great win. Onwards and upwards from here. A little bit of home stretch now with the Red Bulls coming to town, so hopefully we get another 3 points and just keep the goals coming, because our attack looks vicious this year. So, as always, come on, you Lanes.